Hey everyone, it's Christine again, and I know it's been a couple weeks since my last vlog, so I wanted to kind of update everybody on life in general. It's been pretty crazy. My husband was out of work for 2 weeks due to the government shutdown. Lovely, yes, that was fun. He got to work in daycare and he was like, oh no, I would never do this job. He's like, thank God I went to college for computers because I certainly could never do what you do every day. And it's funny because the kids loved him. They had so much fun sitting in his lap, reading books and all that kind of stuff. And he just looks at me and goes, no, I could never do this. I said, honey, it's like prepping you because we're probably gonna have a baby next year. So, you know, you're just gonna have to work with me on this one because you are gonna have to be sitting down reading books with kids. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. And so we decided that since he was already on vacation, we took a little vacation to Atlanta. And I just have to say, shout out to my nephew Joe and his wife. Thank you guys so much for taking us out to dinner. 6 Feet Under is where they took us, and it rocked. We sat on like the rooftop and we got to watch the entire like city line. It was beautiful. It was a perfect night. It was like 85 degrees and beautiful upstairs, and oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. And they treated us, they were awesome, and we had a lot of fun. And I had a few drinks, but I do remember it, so it wasn't like I had too many drinks. I just had 2. And my nephew bought us all shots to start off with, and it was like, hey, yeah, shots, okay. And my husband's like, oh, I haven't drank anything since their wedding. I was like, that's okay, honey. Just have fun. We don't usually get to get out and have fun very often, so just have fun and enjoy, and life will be good. And so we did. We had a great time with them. And then the next night we went out with his cousin Kevin. And wow, did I find out a lot about sports agents. I really didn't know. And he got to meet Snoop Dogg, which is kind of cool, you know. And I was like, you got to meet Snoop Dogg? And he's like, yeah, we did a commercial with one of my guys. And I was like, oh my gosh, how cool is that? So he's gotten to meet like a lot of people doing that. And he got to go to the celebrity football game. I was so jealous. I was like, you did? I was like, dude, next year, take me. And he's like, Christine, those tickets are like $800. He's like, they don't just let anybody in. He's like, you have to like, you know somebody. I was like, I know you, take me. So it was kind of funny that he was just like laughing, like it's no big deal. He goes to all these like events and stuff because he represents football players. So it's kind of a cool job that he has. Like, I think it's just amazing what he does. And he's probably thinking, yeah, right. He thought it was cool that I'm writing a screenplay. He's like, you're writing a screenplay? He goes, oh my gosh, it'd be so cool. And I said to Kevin and him when they were sitting there, and I was like, yeah, you know, I really want to star in my screenplay. And Kevin goes, Christine, write the screenplay and then you can still go to the grocery store. He goes, you star in it, no more going to the grocery store for you. Everybody's gonna be wanting to like talk to you, and he's like, you're gonna be like all over, you know. He's like, everybody knows who you are. He's like, it's no fun being in the movie. He's like, it's more fun just writing the movie, and then you don't have to worry about going to the grocery store. And I'm like, what do I care if I have to go to the grocery store? You get somebody else to go grocery shopping for you when you're, you know, when you're famous. Who cares about that? But no, it's just so funny. Like, I was cracking up. And he was actually kind of impressed because we had drinks that night, and I think I drank my drink in about 30 seconds. And it wasn't a shot. It was a drink. And he was like, dang, I'm like kind of impressed at your wife. She can like chug like hard liquor really fast. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Anything that tastes really good like that, yeah, it's gone in like a second. So that's why I don't drink very often, because I have no like concept of what I'm drinking. But then when they brought me the Long Island iced tea, it wasn't as good as the night before. We had a really good Long Island at 6 Feet Under, and the place that he took us to, Hudson Grill, in downtown Atlanta, it was good. It was a nice, I mean, it's a sports bar, so it was really loud, and guys were watching football, and we were kind of laughing because Kentucky got their butt kicked, and it was great. I was like, yes, they lost. I don't know why I'm so anti-Kentucky, although I kind of do know why I'm anti-Kentucky, because I like to mess with somebody who loves Kentucky, so it's so much fun. But yeah, while we were down there, my nephew was like showing me all the places where they were filming the Hunger Games from Catching Fire. And everybody who knows me knows I am a total Hunger Games fanatic, and hence the fact that I have been sitting at home the last few weeks. I bought my tickets already. I'm already like stalking the websites, like looking at all this stuff. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I so crazy about this stupid movie coming out? And it's funny, people are like, well, are you trying to go to the premiere? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna spend $2,000 to go to a movie that I can see at home just so I can watch people walk on the red carpet. No. I said, it's just not worth it for me to spend all that money to go see a movie when I could see it at home and go see it with like a bunch of screaming teenage girls. Oh, that'll be tons of fun. But yeah, I just don't think it'd be worth it for me to fly all the way out to California, because you have to pay for your own tickets, you have to pay for your own hotel. You know, granted, I could probably shack up with my cousin, but I'm sure she'd be excited to be like, oh, you guys are flying out here for a movie. Nice. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too. So yeah, I don't think so. But to go along with that, this is my life. This is totally my life. So I go down to Atlanta, and it was someone's birthday from the cast that weekend, and was kind of hoping that they would be there. And then I thought about this. They're not even in this movie. I mean, they're not. I mean, it's sadly, I mean, he has a whopping, what, 4 scenes possibly. I wrote 2 more for you, dude. You should blame Francis. I wrote 2 more scenes for you and sent them in to him. And you could have been in 2 more scenes, but so far I haven't heard anything, so I guess they're not going to use them. And that's fine. I'm all good with that. So anywho, it was just for fun anyway, and I was like, hey, maybe they'll use them, maybe they won't, but they're not going to. So it's kind of funny that we were down there, and I was like, what was I thinking? Why would I think that this person would be in Atlanta for this? I think that was wishful thinking, because we had made plans to do this trip like, I don't know, June, you know, so I was kind of in this mindset that it was going to be different, but it's all good. And then I found out that they are filming, doing a mall tour, and I was like, oh, I wonder where they're going to be. And of course the first date is Philadelphia. I'm like, oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. Like, it's on a Sunday, it'd be perfect. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, it's Sunday, November 3rd. Which is the same day as the End Women's Cancer Walk, which I have been promoting for the last 3 months. So I'm kind of involved in that. And as much as I would love to meet him, because it's all about him, I can't give up a cause that I have been, pursuing all year, because these people got me through cancer. For the last year, they've been such a huge influence for me, because all the research has gone into finding, cures and stuff. Well, trying to find a cure, obviously, but also finding, ways to detect it. I can't, in good conscience, give up helping others to satisfy a 5-minute thrill for myself. And that's exactly what it would be. It would be me walking in, getting an interview, not an interview, what am I talking about? Like watching an interview with them and getting a 2-second autograph and a photo. It's just not worth it. As much as I adore him and I really want to meet him, it's not worth it. It's just not. I have to look at the bigger picture. I'm not a 17-year-old girl anymore, though I did go out and buy all the little magazines. Oh yes, I got my 17 and my Entertainment Weekly, because I'm such a big dork now. Big dork. Yeah, fangirl. Ooh. But I can't do it. I can't in good conscience know that my efforts to get a team together and to walk is so much more important than anything I could do for myself. So I'm reluctantly not going to go. I was trying to figure out if there was a way I could fly from like National to Philadelphia and make it there in time. I'm like, what am I crazy? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I'm not going to do that. That's so stupid. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna do my thing and just know in my heart it's just not meant for me to meet him right now, and that's okay. I'm all right with that. I think, I jokingly said to my husband this morning, honey, I have an addiction. And he's like, oh yeah, his name is Josh. And I was like, you know about my addiction? He's like, honey, everybody knows about your addiction. Your friends know about your addiction. Everybody, your family. I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Like, my own husband is like teasing me about my addiction. So I just have to stop and say, it's just not, I'm not a little girl anymore. I'm an adult, and this is something that I just feel so strongly about. I've been trying to educate women for the last couple months about, that's why I do my vlog, because I'm out there trying to educate women about cancer, and that not everything is about your boobs, girls. There's a whole lot of other body parts that can get cancer, and we need to be on top of getting tested and having, people make sure that if they're having problems, that they're out there getting the help that they need before it becomes cancer. I don't want anybody to go through what I went through. you know, you're trying to have a baby and then it's like, oh, hey, guess what? You got to put that on hold because we got to get rid of the cancer first. So it's just not fair for women to have to, I mean, bad enough going through infertility without having to deal with cancer too. So I'm hoping that with my education and throwing it out there to people that, you know, that this is what's out there and you have to know about it. And if you're, you know, they don't have precursor tests for all these. So you're going to have to be an advocate for yourself and say, look, I have irregular cycles. You need to test me to make sure I don't have cancer. Make me get an HSG, you know, do all these things so you can see if I have polyps and this kind of stuff. So there's so many things that women need to do for themselves. And I just find that if we get more research and the word out there, that more and more people will be looking into cancer. So that's kind of where I'm coming from this week. And if you haven't signed up for my End Women's Cancer Walk, please, if you can't be there, that's fine. Just support us, you know, put money towards us or whatever. And my little celebrity buddy, I've been asking you for a long time to support me. I know you can't be there because now you got to be in Philadelphia, but I would really love it if you at least supported me. It would be like this huge thank you. Because you know what, you have a lot of fans. Everybody loves you, you know, they all think you're adorable, but you know, it would be nice once in a while for you to, you know, say, hey, I acknowledge you. You know, you're a big fan and I understand it and I get it. So I'm going to support this cause because it's a good cause. And it's not like, you know, women's cancer isn't something that people should be supporting. You know, it's not like I'm out there doing something crazy. It's cancer and it's for research and it's going to help, you know, women who really need it and aren't necessarily getting diagnosed early enough. So I really want to say, if you can support my team, I would love it. And anybody else out there who wants to support us, please do. It would be great to have that support system. And, you know, I have like up to 10 walkers. I'm at 10 walkers right now. I can't believe I have 10 walkers. It's insane. And I'm probably going to have a few more because people have said to me, I'm going to sign up, but I haven't done it yet. So I've got my aerobics instructor. Like everybody's like signing up to walk with us. So it's kind of exciting. But yeah, I really hope that if you are wanting to support us, it's at www.endwomenscancer.org. And we are Team KO because we're going to knock out cancer for ladies. So that's why we really, and plus my initials are KO and my husband's initials are KO. So it just kind of works for us, you know, like it was perfect. But that's my vlog this week. And I hope everybody can be a part of the walk with us that can. And if you can't, like I said, sponsor us because every dollar counts in helping women beat cancer. So have a great week, and hopefully won't be too long before my next vlog. Thanks, and bye.